Renee Arnott, a 5th and 6th grade teacher at American Montessori Academy, Upper Elementary in Redford.
She is the ideal Montessori teacher for that very reason, getting to know the students so that she knows what they need academically. She knows what materials are going to work with each individual student so that the individual student can learn to grow on their own.
And she is constantly differentiating her instruction for her students. She bends over backwards, working tirelessly with her kids.
There is not a moment in my day that I don't think about my students. I love when they get it. I love to see that light. I love to see the excitement when they get to plan things and organize things and learn something new or even teach somebody something.
She finds a way to work with every student individually and gets to know every student personally, and she's just wonderful.
Marcia Hagins, a history teacher at Covenant House Academy Southwest in Detroit.
For whatever reason, they fell behind. So instead of them just dropping out or getting a GED, they're allowed to come to our building. Sister Marcia is a wonderful, dedicated, very loyal, and very patient teacher.
She gives all of her students individual attention. She also uses a lot of technology in her classroom to actually bring history lesson plans to life.
And even if we're studying ancient Greece, there'll come a point I'll say, okay, now, how do you see this working out today? Do we still do this? Do we do it differently? And part of it is just to help them to think critically, to see things that are beyond the text.
And Sister Marcia is not opposed to trying new things, bringing in technology, bringing in games, bringing in different instructional strategies, doing her best to reach the students.
Meggan McMurtry, a 1st grade teacher at Forest Academy in Kalamazoo.
She really takes the time to get to know her students. When you walk into her classroom, it wouldn't be odd to see her on the floor or dancing with her students or painting with her kids and just expressing her energy and excitement toward learning, and so that her students will take off that excitement as well.
She does a lot to differentiate. She shows them things, they're moving, touching things with their hands. Everything is really fresh, and she gets a lot of really cool ideas from Pinterest, and it's just really, like I said, hands-on, and they're moving, they're not just reading a book.
When I was in school, it was, you sit at your desk, you read from a textbook, you do a worksheet. So I try and do the complete opposite of that. Working in shaving cream, maybe writing their spelling words, or like last week we learned about graphs and they graphed M&Ms. So it's not just the boring workbook. It's whatever I can come up with or think of.
Dionne Prater, an 8th grade ELA teacher at Woodward Academy in Detroit.
Well, he's a dynamic teacher. He has high relationship skills with students, and the results don't surprise me.
The thing I love most about teaching is helping the kids make connections, helping them to see things new, to give them different words. Really big on vocabulary for the kids. I try to help them see that you have to have the right word for the right occasion. Sometimes they have the almost right word. That's why I keep giving them words like they have this week mundane, they've had in the past dismal, they've had trite, they've had tedious. So I'm trying to help them build their vocabulary and then help them make connections and see where that can be best used.
Dynamic individual, students love him, staff love him. He brings it every day. He keeps the motto of Woodward Academy of bringing it.
Clint Prong, a math teacher at Cesar Chavez Academy High School in Detroit.
Our math MME scores rose above 250%, and that's in large part because of Mr. Prong and the math team that he leads, but in large part because of Mr. Prong's never-ending commitment, focus to making sure our kids are prepared.
You're going to wind up working more than likely. Our kids understand that, and the question ultimately is, do you want to work with your hands or do you want to work with your mind? If you want to work with your mind, you're going to need a college degree, and math is going to be a part of allowing you to have that opportunity.
Sometimes, You see folks scratching their head and, trying to, wow, that guy's tough. But that's where success comes from.